We have a crisp and cold morning. We're also going to hold on to frost and freeze to continue to 8 a.m. today. More about that in just a moment.
The Dyckman trial resumes after an unexpected halt. What caused the delay and what's next? Ahead.
Right now, this morning, a petition to keep La Crosse's parks safe. What the community has to say. The longest partial shutdown in American history is ending, but not every agency is getting funded. We'll have those details ahead.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Friday, May 1st at 6 a.m. The calendar may say May, but it is not feeling like it. We're going to send it over to Art now. The jackets, the blankets, you're going to need it all today.
I know, right?
You've got a third jacket on secretly.
It's pretty chilly and cold out there right now. It says it's 64 degrees in here, but I don't believe that. We'll hold on to how this all shapes up right now. Frost freeze is in play currently till 8 a.m. this morning. It is widespread out there. And believe me, outside it looks like there's like snowfall trying to get down to the ground right now. But I've been looking for it. I haven't seen it anywhere else visibly. But you go from Eau Claire all the way towards Black River Falls and then heading over towards Prairie du Chien as well, gradually getting toward there as well, coming out of Mason City with a little bit of wintry mix there. Hey, we'll get into how it's all shapes up. You can see for yourself. Doesn't look like there's snow going on in there in Eau Claire, though, but the clouds look absolutely gorgeous, holding on to at least 36 degrees out there currently. It says it feels like 36 degrees, but I'll show you something a little bit different in just a moment. You're holding on to La Crosse, 34 degrees right there, and of course Winona, 32 degrees, also looking pretty beautiful as well as La Crosse. Hey, we get into it. Black River Falls, you're holding on to 33 degrees out there right now. There it's saying that it's feels like it's 34 degrees, holding on to Toma as well. 26 degrees now, just switched out, holding on to how it feels on your skin out there. Could be just around, say, about 30. But take a look. This is the right now temperature. You can see currently 20s and the 30s in the forecast. I'll pop in the wind chill that's there. You can see it's just a few degrees colder than what the local temperature was reading. Then we get into how this all shapes up for the day. You're going to be looking at the possibility of drier skies, but mostly cloudy conditions with a little extra sunshine here and there. There's the snowfall showing up for Eau Claire. You can see it right there, trying to get into the graphic there. As we hold on to how this all shapes up for the day, you'll hold on to at least by the afternoon, 54 degrees for La Crosse. We'll get right back into at least 52 for Eau Claire. Get out and enjoy it if you can, but be safe and don't forget to bundle up, you and the kiddos heading out.
Happening today, the Josie Dyckman trial resuming this morning after an unexpected pause. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is live at the courthouse.
Good morning, Alexandra. And yeah, the trial is set to resume at 9:30 a.m. today, and that's after it was unexpectedly halted yesterday. But Dyckman's attorneys say she will be back in court this morning. Now, A.J. Pedren's father, Derek, is expected to resume his testimony when court reconvenes. Pedren was on the stand when proceedings were cut short. Dyckman faces multiple charges, including first-degree intentional homicide in the 2023 death of her boyfriend's 6-year-old son. A conviction carries a life sentence, and we will be streaming this on News 8 Plus. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. A heads up for La Crosse drivers. One lane of Mormon Coulee Road is closed for repairs through Wednesday. Crews are restoring concrete and asphalt from a water main break that was temporarily patched over the winter. A News 8 follow-up, La Crosse area man is dead after a head-on collision with a military convoy on Highway 27 near Cashton. Police say 82-year-old John Shimpock's vehicle crossed the center line and struck the convoy Wednesday. 2 soldiers suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Cameron and Burns parks are open, but the debate over safety is far from over. News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hine shows us how community members are calling for action.
The city of La Crosse reopened the parks with the promise of a safety plan, but now after a new alleged sexual assault case, community members have started a petition demanding that more be done. For some families, the question isn't just whether the parks are open, it's whether they feel safe enough to use them.
We have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and it would be really lovely to be able to kind of like bump over to the park and just like hang out, but quite frankly, I just don't trust the cleanliness. And just the people that we may encounter.
Weber is one of more than 200 people who have signed a petition calling on city leaders to take responsibility for the park's safety. The push comes as police say a 47-year-old La Crosse man inappropriately touched a 15-year-old student at Cameron Park last week.
We need to make sure that there's a culture of accountability, a culture of appropriate behavior, culture of respect and and human dignity.
The petition is also calling for consistent enforcement of park rules and ordinances, including regular patrols and other proactive safety measures.
Sometimes when we visit, they're not just the most clean or safe or welcoming, which I feel like is not a very good reflection of the La Crosse community's mission.
Earlier this week, NewsH asked Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey whether he would close the parks again if an act of violence happened there. His response, he's not sure.
I'm not sure what my decision would be. And I think, at the end of the day, we make the best decision that we can in that moment.
Meanwhile, community members say the city's action hasn't been enough.
And I don't think we're going to find a blanket solution that just says close parks.
The city and the leaders need to come together to find those strategies so that we can peacefully, take the park and use it for its intended purposes.
For some, the issue may impact their vote.
We need to start taking a look at how we're voting for people who are representing the downtown district.
News 8 reached out to the mayor's office for a response to the petition, but we have not heard back. Reporting in La Crosse, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now This Morning.
Chippewa County residents be on the lookout for a scam email claiming to be from county officials. The message says your application has been approved and requests a wire transfer. Officials remind you government agencies never ask for wire transfers. Report it to law enforcement if you receive it. La Crosse city leaders held their third strategic planning session of the year, focused on mapping out a path forward for the city's future. The sessions are part of a 4-month process to build a collaborative city plan. Developing news from Capitol Hill, the longest partial government shutdown in U.S. history is over. The House passing legislation to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security. ICE and Border Patrol are not included. Democrats refuse to support funding without changes to agent practices. Those departments will instead be funded through budget reconciliation.
This will relieve pressure from the Department of Homeland Security. Secretary Mullen, who I've spoken to in the last couple of hours, will be greatly relieved. The president will, the administration will. We were not going to have lines at TSA. Everybody will get their paychecks now. We'll get moving forward.
DHS has been without funding since February 14th. The Trump administration faces a seemingly crucial deadline in its war with Iran. As we take a live look at the White House, officials claim the clock is paused, but President Trump insists Iran is ready to make a deal. Jared Hill reports.
Brushing off questions over stalled Iran peace talks.
They want to make a deal badly.
President Trump warns that Iran must hand over its nuclear material.
They'll either give it to us or we'll take it.
Iran's new supreme leader pushed back, vowing to protect his country's nuclear and missile capabilities.
The motion is not agreed to.
For a 6th time, Senate Democrats tried to rein in the president's ability to strike Iran. The effort blocked by all but 2 Republicans Thursday. The vote came ahead of today's 60-day deadline, requiring the administration end the conflict or get congressional approval. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, testifying on Capitol Hill, claimed the deadline didn't apply.
We are in a ceasefire right now, which our understanding means the 60-day clock pauses or stops.
I do not believe the statute would support that.
The White House tells CBS News they're talking to lawmakers about authorization for the war, which is costing taxpayers close to $50 billion, according to U.S. officials. That's double what a Pentagon official said earlier this week. The war delivering a blow to the world economy. Brent crude oil topped $126 a barrel Thursday, as U.S. gas hit $4.30 per gallon on average.
The gas will go down. As soon as the war's over, it'll drop like a rock.
The United Nations Secretary General warned of the specter of global recession if the conflict doesn't end soon. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The U.S. State Department is asking allies to help establish safe corridors through the Strait of Hormuz, where the American naval blockade remains in place. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news, the 5-day work week turns 100 today. Some lawmakers want to make it even shorter. We'll have the details ahead. With gas prices up, small businesses are struggling ahead of Mother's Day, and a new poll breaking down affordability in the current economy. First, we'll take a look at your weekend events.
Witness a philosophical journey around the Challenger disaster with LCT's staged reading of Defying Gravity. Tickets are on sale now. Call or stop into the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
May is Better Hearing Month. Come in for your free, no-obligation hearing exam at the Better Hearing Center. It's always easier to get help sooner rather than later. You adapt easier when you're younger.
I think some of the big things people will say is, why did I wait so long? It was easy, and I'm really enjoying the things that I used to again. The family's happier, they're happier, and they're enjoying their life again. May is Better Hearing Month, so come in for your free hearing screening at Better Hearing Center.
Bring on the fun and bring home a new Honda. Honda vehicles are built for exploring with available features like all-terrain tires, off-road tuned suspension, and Trail Watch. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
I'm Tom Tiffany. Democrats say I'm too cliche. Well, I did grow up milking cows on a Wisconsin dairy farm. My mom quilts. Hi. I've been a dam tender, a boat captain, and a girl dad with perfect attendance at 20 Nutcrackers. I love the Packers, Brewers, Badgers, Old Fashions, everything Wisconsin, except Madison politics. I'm running for governor to cut taxes and red tape, stop Wall Street from buying our homes and big data from bulldozing our farmland. Cliche? You betcha.
For another year, Home Furniture is teaming up with the Minnesota Ovarian Cancer Alliance to raise funds for research, increase awareness, and support women and their families.
Make a purchase at home and donate $10 to MOCA and get an extra 10% off sale prices.
Together, we can make an impact. Shop for a cause and donate $10 for MOCA.
And save an extra 10% off our sale prices.
Thank you for supporting a cure by shopping at Home Furniture. And join us in September for Home Teal Strides Walk and Run for ovarian cancer research.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman... Okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. Like my mom and you, Chica. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
I just got my permit! Witness a philosophical journey around the Challenger disaster with LCT's staged reading of Defying Gravity. Tickets are on sale now. Call or stop into the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
In your morning consumer news, the push to normalize a 4-day work week is on. 100 years ago today, Ford Motor Company became the first major U.S. employer to adopt the 5-day work week. Now there's a push to make it 4. A New York State senator introducing a bill to pilot 32-hour work weeks, and organizations worldwide are testing the model with businesses.
About 90% of companies who initiate a 4-day week trial stick to 4-day week. It's spent with family, friends, it's out shopping, it's out dining, it's out doing things in the community. It brings not only your family together, but it brings society back together.
Leaders at major companies like OpenAI and Zoom say a shorter work week may not just be beneficial, but inevitable. Young travelers, TSA PreCheck just got cheaper. Starting today through May 31st, first-time enrollees 30 and under will get $20 off of the membership fee through any of the 3 authorized enrollment providers. Gas prices are hitting local businesses hard, and with Mother's Day around the corner, flower shops are feeling it from every direction. Nicole Campbell owns Pedal Pusher in Green Bay and is facing higher prices for flowers and deliveries.
We try to strategize our deliveries to make sure that we're planning efficient routes and, not doubling back on things so we can be as efficient as possible. But yeah, it obviously costs more to fill up the tank every time.
She says she's hoping Mother's Day will bring some relief. Spending more but getting less. A new Gallup poll breaks down what Americans are feeling right now. Michelle Renee Quinn has the details.
A record 55% of Americans say their financial situation is getting worse, and this is the highest level since Gallup began tracking it in 2001. The survey shows growing concerns about affording basics like gas, health care, and groceries, with gas prices now averaging $4.30 a gallon. In Wisconsin, our average sits at $4.17 as of Thursday morning. Now, these prices are the highest we've seen since the war in Iran began, but this jump is not just because of the war.
A refinery issue. Apparently there was some issues at a refinery in Indiana, and that is the major source of supply of gas in southeast Wisconsin.
She says prices that jumped from the refinery issue will go away, but the high prices we've seen in the last several months are going to stick around. And pollsters also found rising anxiety about the future, including retirement and college costs, with more people worried about making minimum credit card payments. These financial concerns span the rise of inflation levels. The biggest increase since 2021 include an 11-point rise in worry about making minimum credit card payments and twin 9-point increases in concern about maintaining one's standard of living and paying monthly bills. Now, the rising health care and energy costs this year play a role as well, and this data just shows that consumers are less optimistic now than they were during both the pandemic and the Great Recession in 2008.
Let's look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Art. He's got an update on our forecast.
All right, and away we go. This frost freeze is going to continue this early morning, so remember to bundle yourself up as you get into it. You're looking at temperatures around 36 degrees as you go right through the 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock hour for La Crosse. Then we get right back into 39 degrees, holding on to 42 once you load in all the way into the upper, into the late morning hours, and now continue up to 46 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Getting towards Eau Claire, check this out. You've got snowfall potential in the forecast. Yeah, that could happen, working its way down towards Black River Falls as well. So that track from Eau Claire towards Black River Falls, you can see that happening. That could also get down to possibly Toma, maybe even Neilsville as well, holding on to 30s and 40s, leaning into the forecast there. We're also going to see with this still holding on the freeze warning, and if we do have flowers here as well, that could be troublesome for Mother's Day. This could kill crops as you go right into prolonged times with temperatures down to 28 degrees or less in the forecast. So we get into how this all shapes up. Snowfall trying to get from Eau Claire all the way down to Black River Falls. It continues to go all the way down into Juneau County as well. You'll see that trying to do the same from Rochester all the way down towards down south of the river there. You can see down towards Prairie du Chien, and then holding on to a little wintry mix there too. We'll get back to how this all shapes up, a wider view. You've got a lot of moisture down to the southern portion of the nation. That still continues on. That's going to start to lift its way up a little bit closer, getting pulled up to the north, and maybe get closer for us possibly for rainfall coming in for your Monday. Then we'll also see how this all shapes up. Looking how this goes, you've got clearing skies gradually for La Crosse, 34 degrees, 36 degrees over there in Eau Claire with mostly cloudy skies right now. You're having some partly cloudy skies right now going into Winona, 32 degrees for you out there currently. You'll see as we go right through the afternoon, we're expecting 52 degrees for a high for Eau Claire today, 40s and 50s into the afternoon under mostly cloudy skies, giving way to La Crosse. Similar conditions, 54 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, a 20% chance of rainfall, and of course we could see that possibly come in as a maybe drizzle, maybe a little bit of Virga as well. Rainfall trying to hit the ground but doesn't do so. Across the nation we have temperatures still pretty chilly up there along the areas along the northern tier of the nation and the central portion of the nation as well. Most of the heat is then from California, extending down to the lower portions of areas around the Gulf of Mexico. We'll show you how this all shapes up getting into the forecast. Mostly cloudy skies to some locations. You can see Shelby holding on to 54 degrees right now. You take it down to Middle Ridge, 54 degrees as well. Back down to areas by Prairie du Chien. Cloudier skies there, holding on to at least getting up to the north. You're getting to Gays Mills, 54 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. But once you get up to areas right by Richland Center, 54 degrees, and then up to the north, you're getting to Hillsboro. Everyone seems to be dry. You're also holding on to this, though. You get into areas by Black River Falls, snowfall showing right there. Similar conditions for Warrens as well. And then once you get back up to Osseo, snowfall there too. Hey, 51 degrees there. La Crosse, 54 degrees, dry. We'll hold on to mostly cloudy skies today, as I mentioned before. You get into drier conditions for Eau Claire as well. You're already seeing the snowfall potential there, but once you get over to areas by Thorpe, you're also looking at 50 degrees there, up to drier conditions for Ladysmith at 50 degrees in your forecast, and down to the south, you saw the snowfall right there. You'll hold on to clearing skies, and then we'll develop more clouds as we go right through the afternoon. You'll see that continue on with a wintry mix of snowfall there. We get back into the evening hours. And we have clearing skies. That means another frost freeze coming our way. We'll also go right back into it with more rainfall and snowfall, trying to get through the forecast as we get right back into the areas as we go through Saturday going into Sunday. Let's take a look at what we've got going on for your next few days coming in. We'll see again temperatures on the rise gradually as we go into Saturday and Sunday. For now, we're holding on to below seasonal averages, but we'll get well above that as we go into the weekend and of course beyond. We'll go right back into Tuesday and Wednesday, drop those temperatures right back down, and we'll see 60s return back for Thursday and Friday at the tail end of the week next week.
Thank you, Art. As you start to wake up, we will leave you with a wake-up call of London, England. This is where a mysterious statue appeared this week. We'll tell you which famous artist is taking credit for it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
A big night of action on the soccer pitch in the NBC title race, plus Aquinas baseball, welcoming Logan to the south side for a league bout. Blitz is next.
AJ Pedron's father is back on the stand as the Dykeman trial resumes. I'll have the details ahead.
News 8 Now and Trust Point proudly honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
In 1925, a new furniture store opened its doors in Fountain, Minnesota. The business was called the Fountain Furniture Company. Today, 100 years and 4 generations later, we're Drury's, where you'll find a focus on principles that have given us staying power. Handle quality furniture, maintain a professional staff, and a commitment to customer service. We invite you to stop in and find out for yourself how this big store in a tiny town has lasted. Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, family owned for 100 years.
The pain was excruciating. It was bone on bone. And the orthopedic surgeon said, "You need surgery." I didn't want the downtime.
Then Leo found QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative therapy and experts in resolving chronic joint pain with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
And I said, "That's what I want. They can give me the help that I need."
Leo joined thousands who have found lasting relief from their chronic pain. Find out if you're a candidate by calling for a free consultation, 715-469-6462.
That inflammation went away and the pain went away. I'm able to work. Then I can do the things that I want to do now. I would recommend a regenerative medicine over surgery any day. I got the help that I needed.
Don't let pain control your life any longer. For your free consultation, call QC Kinetics today, 715-469-6462, 715-469-6462.
Password 1234.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is the job for Sponsored Jobs. Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
News 8 Now and Trust Point proudly honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors. We know where La Crosse gets its name, but what is the sport's real history? Tonight at 6, the origins of La Crosse's namesake, its past, evolution, and traditions that continue to this day. Join us as we celebrate America 250. News 8 Now, Sports.
Into the Blitz. Well, the NBC girls soccer title race is tight at the top. Pullman had the lead entering last night, but there are a few teams right on the Vikings' heels. Two of those teams, La Crosse Central and Onalaska. Rivals colliding on the pitch in Onalaska last night. 13th minute here, Riverhawks boot the ball off the corner, but Avery Cowley makes a nice stop to keep it scoreless. Shortly after, it's Central on a breakaway, but it's Cowley making yet another save. Then in the second half, the Hilltoppers get over the hump. Isabella Kromicki boots one near the box and takes a weird bounce into the back of the net. The only senior on the team scores on senior night, and that would be the only goal of the game as Onalaska tops Central 1-0. The number 6 team in Division 4, Aquinas, also in the hunt for an MVC title, facing West Salem. Blue Girls with a chance about 15 minutes in right here. Anna Binsfeld shoots, but Bailey Fawcett is there to collect it. Soon after, though, the home side in enemy territory again, and Hannah Miller tucks it home as Aquinas takes a 1-0 lead. And the Blue Golds on the attack again. It finds the feet of Binsfeld, and she maneuvers around her the defender impressively, gets a shot attempt off, and she is not missing this time. Hosts take this one 3-0. Blue Gold baseball team also at home, welcoming in Logan. First inning, the Rangers have the bases loaded, but Aiden David is able to induce the double play to keep the game scoreless. Then in the bottom half of the frame, Marcus Clark with a fly out to left field. That's deep enough to score the runner from third to take the lead. Not much action after that because it's David and Owen Check dueling on the mound. David ended the day with 8 strikeouts, Check with 7. Then in the top of the 7th, Landon Teachout comes in for the save. He records the 3 outs needed as Aquinas wins a nail-biter 1-0. That's going to do it for your Friday Morning Blitz. Hope you'll stop by again later tonight.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Shopping for your next car or truck? Get more with Maury's. At Maury's Auto Group, more isn't extra. It's just what we do. More transparency, more clarity, more trust, and more value with Maury's More Care program, which includes complimentary first year of maintenance on new vehicles and complimentary powertrain warranty on pre-owned vehicles. That's real peace of mind long after you drive off the lot. Find your more at Maury'sAuto.com. Get more with Maury's.
Ever since I was 5 years old, it's been all about football. It's been about running, jumping, blocking, tackling. I have terrible foot issues that prevented me from really having a normal life with my kids. With the Good Feet Arch Supports, man, I'm always ready. My kids actually got to enjoy me in the yard more, racing each other, backpedaling, teaching them some things, being a dad.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Blaine's Fest with 3 days of giveaways, daily events, and doorbuster deals May 1st through the 3rd. Join us for a weekend of deep discounts on your favorite brands and products throughout the store. Fun, interactive events, games, and demos the whole family will love. Plus, a chance to win over $100,000 in prizes and giveaways, including a Massimo UTV grand prize sponsored by Mobile One. Shop, save, and celebrate during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Blaine's Fest, May 1st through the 3rd.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman, okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes.
Like my mom and you, Chica.
Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS.
About increased risk like heart attack or stroke.
Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
I just got my permit!
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors. First warn weather on News 8 Now.
A frost freeze is in play for this morning. We'll see this again for tomorrow morning as well. More about that coming in just a moment.
The Dyckman trial resumes after an unexpected halt. What caused the delay and what's next ahead?
Right now this morning, a petition to keep La Crosse's parks safe, what the community has to say. The longest partial shutdown in American history is ending, but not every agency is getting funded.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter. It's Friday, May 1st, just about 6:30. Thank you for waking up with us. We'll start by getting a check on our forecast with meteorologist Art Jarrett. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Freezing in here, can't think.
I know. It's a cold start this early morning. It's almost kind of like almost wants to put you to sleep right now. We have frosty mornings today and tomorrow. Showers possible as we go right into the weekend as well. And then we'll also see that maybe on Sunday as well, going into Monday with more rainfall on the way. But for now, we do have the possibility of a freeze warning that is in play. It could be quite dangerous for a lot of vegetation out there because of prolonged cold weather out there as we're holding on to right now. These conditions have been going on since midnight last night, and we continue on with maybe even some snowfall working in the areas right by Eau Claire, going towards Black River Falls, as well as from Rochester right back down to areas right by Black River Falls, I should say down to areas right by Prairie du Chien, with a mix there going in there to account. Holding on right now to some clearing skies gradually, as you can see here, with mostly cloudy skies in some cases. Of course, we're diminishing the cloud cover right now. Temperatures in the 30s widespread, holding on to the possibility of 29 to at least 34 degrees out there. Once you get down to Prairie du Chien, 38 degrees for you. Over there by Sparta, 29 degrees and 33 in Black River Falls. You have the wind chill that's out there. It feels a little bit cooler on your skin by a few degrees as well, as this is showing for right now, giving way to at least La Crosse at 36 degrees, adding in some cloud cover. Again, you get into areas right by Eau Claire. You can see the snowfall potential as we finish out the 6 o'clock hour. Getting into how this all shapes up for the day, though, we're seeing drier conditions with only a 20% chance of showers actually moving into the forecast as well. 52 degrees expected for the high for Eau Claire. When I come back, I'll have a better overview of all this all shapes up for your day.
All right, we've got a wind chill in the studio this morning as well. Thank you for that, Art. Turning now to some headlines this morning. The Josie Dykeman trial resuming after an unexpected pause. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is live at the courthouse for us. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. And yeah, the trial was unexpectedly halted yesterday, but it's starting again today at 9:30 a.m. And Dykeman's attorneys say she will be in court this morning. Now, AJ Pedren's father, Derek, is expected to resume his testimony when court reconvenes. Pedren was on the stand when proceedings were cut short. Dykeman faces multiple charges, including first-degree intentional homicide in the 2023 death of her boyfriend's 6-year-old son. A conviction carries a life sentence, and we will be streaming this on News 8+. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. A heads up for La Crosse drivers. One lane of Mormon Coulee Road is closed for repairs through next Wednesday. Crews are restoring concrete and asphalt from a water main break that was temporarily patched over the winter. A La Crosse area man is dead after a head-on collision with a military convoy on Highway 27 near Cashton. Police say 82-year-old John Shimpock's vehicle crossed the center line and struck the convoy Wednesday. 2 soldiers suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Cameron and Burns parks are open, but the debate over safety is far from over. News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hine reports.
The city of La Crosse reopened the parks with the promise of a safety plan, but now after a new alleged sexual assault case, community members have started a petition demanding that more be done. For some families, the question isn't just whether the parks are open, it's whether they feel safe enough to use them.
We have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and it would be really lovely to be able to kind of like bump over to the park and just like hang out, but quite frankly, I just don't trust the cleanliness and just the people that we may encounter.
Weber is one of more than 200 people who have signed a petition calling on city leaders to take responsibility for the park's safety. The push comes as police say a 47-year-old La Crosse man inappropriately touched a 15-year-old student at Cameron Park last week.
We need to make sure that there's a culture of accountability, a culture of appropriate behavior, culture of respect and human dignity.
The petition is also calling for consistent enforcement of park rules and ordinances, including regular patrols and other proactive safety measures.
Sometimes when we visit, they're not just the most clean or safe or welcoming, which I feel like is not a very good reflection of the La Crosse community's mission.
Earlier this week, News 8 asked Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey whether he would close the parks again if an act of violence happened there. His response, he's not sure.
I'm not sure what my decision would be. And I think, at the end of the day, we make the best decision that we can in that moment.
Meanwhile, community members say the city's action hasn't been enough.
And I don't think we're going to find a blanket solution that just says close parks.
The city and the leaders need to come together to find those strategies so that we can peacefully, take the park and use it for its intended purposes.
For some, the issue may impact their vote.
We need to start taking a look at how we're voting for people who are representing the downtown district.
News 8 reached out to the mayor's office for a response to the petition, but we have not heard back. Reporting in La Crosse, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now this morning.
Chippewa County residents, be on the lookout for a scam email claiming to be from county officials. The message says your application has been approved and requests a wire transfer. Officials remind you government agencies never ask for wire transfers. Report it to law enforcement if you receive it. La Crosse city leaders held their third strategic planning session of the year, focused on mapping out a path forward for the city's future. The sessions are part of a 4-month process to build a collaborative plan. Developing news from Capitol Hill, the longest partial government shutdown in American history is over. The House passing legislation to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security. ICE and Border Patrol are not included. Democrats refuse to support funding without changes to agent practices. Those departments will be funded through budget reconciliation.
This will relieve pressure from the Department of Homeland Security. Secretary Mullen, who I've spoken to in the last couple of hours, will be greatly relieved. The President will, the administration will. We were not going to have lines at TSA. Everybody will get their paychecks now. We'll get moving forward.
DHS has been without funding since February 14th. The Trump administration faces a seemingly crucial deadline in its war with Iran. Taking a live look at the White House, officials claim the clock is paused, but President Trump insists Iran is ready to make a deal. Jared Hill reports.
Brushing off questions over stalled Iran peace talks.
They want to make a deal badly.
President Trump warns that Iran must hand over its nuclear material.
They'll either give it to us or we'll take it.
Iran's new supreme leader pushed back, vowing to protect his country's nuclear and missile capabilities.
The motion is not agreed to.
For a 6th time, Senate Democrats tried to rein in the president's ability to strike Iran. The effort blocked by all but 2 Republicans Thursday. The vote came ahead of today's 60-day deadline, requiring the administration end the conflict or get congressional approval. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, testifying on Capitol Hill, claimed the deadline didn't apply.
We are in a ceasefire right now, which our understanding means the 60-day clock pauses or stops.
I do not believe the statute would support that.
The White House tells CBS News they're talking to lawmakers about authorization for the war, which is costing taxpayers close to $50 billion, according to U.S. officials. That's double what a Pentagon official said earlier this week. The war delivering a blow to the world economy. Brent crude oil topped $126 a barrel Thursday, as U.S. gas hit $4.30 per gallon on average.
The gas will go down. As soon as the war's over, it'll drop like a rock.
The United Nations Secretary General warned of the specter of global recession if the conflict doesn't end soon. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The U.S. State Department is asking allies to help establish safe corridors through the Strait of Hormuz, where the American naval blockade remains in place. Manufactured home communities were once a reliable, affordable housing option, but rent hikes are forcing residents out. News 8 Now's Grace Monk reports.
Mobile home parks.
Get him, Kathy. You got it. Already did.
An affordable entry into the American dream. Shelley Garrels has rented the land underneath her manufactured home in Toma for 8 years. As a stroke survivor, she relies on monthly disability payment, and this lot was a perfect fit.
The first 5 years that I've lived here, it was pretty much stable. You know, I paid $265.
But what once seemed like smooth sailing has quickly turned into an uphill battle.
Now it's went up to $525. I only make a little over $1,000 a month, so that's taken now over half of my income.
91st District Representative Jody Emerson has taken notice.
A lot of times what we'll see is the owners of this community, they take the lot rents, they put it in a bank account, they pay the taxes out of it, and they pocket the rest. And there's not a lot that has gone into upkeep of the property.
Many times they also increase service fees, putting more pressure on people's wallets. It's something Mark Kolodzic knows all too well.
Our water bill went from around $70 every 3 months to $50 every month.
It's a trend that puts people like Garrels in a pinch.
I cut off my cable, but price of internet is going skyrocketed too. I need it from my phone. Otherwise I won't have a phone either.
And pushes others out completely.
There's a lot of people in here, though, that They're already saying they're just going to abandon their places. They can't afford it and can't move any place because everybody else is full, or they charge $10,000 to move a trailer.
That could mean some of our most valuable neighbors packing up and moving elsewhere. And with gaps in state regulation for mobile home communities, there's not a lot people can do. In March, Emerson introduced legislation that would limit rent hikes and hold negligent owners accountable, but it failed early on.
When we put legislation out towards the end of the session, it's because we've been working on it for a while, and we want to get it out there so that when we are back in our districts during the election season, we're able to have conversations with people to say, this is what we did. How would this impact you?
She says she plans to reintroduce the bill during the state's next legislative session. But until then, mobile home residents will have to find a way to get by.
I just got to keep on paying it, because if I go to live somewhere else, you know, the price of rent anyplace else is like $700 for a one-bedroom place.
Grace Monk, News 8 Now this morning.
Emerson encourages homeowners to reach out to her and their own representatives to show support for the bill. Coming up in our Buzz Report, a mysterious statue appears overnight in London, and one of the world's most famous artists is taking credit. Those details are ahead, but first, your weekend events.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for Andre Returns on May 2nd, sponsored by TrustPoint at lacrossesymphony.org.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning has kept homes running smooth for generations with our Gold Star maintenance program.
Now is a great time to schedule an annual maintenance or upgrade to a new Carrier air conditioning or heat pump system.
You can even apply for financing directly on our website. It's a quick, easy process. Our team of experts are ready to put you and your home in complete comfort. Visit us online or give us a call today.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is our business.
The independent living is really nice because you have your own apartment and it's just like living at home.
Although I thought I was way too young to be moving in a place like this, finding Welcome Home was just like finding a home.
Live your life the way you want to and don't have to worry about all the other chores and insurance and things like that.
I like that we get a balanced meal.
Those little helps really help me to be independent.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. Now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. See a head-to-head study of Rinvoq versus another treatment at rinvoq.com/see the data. Talk to your dermatologist if you're not doing well on your current pill or injection to see if Rinvoq is right for you.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
All right, well, welcome back. Good morning to you as we get into the daytime. Starting out right now, this early morning, we're looking at 20s, upper 20s to at least the upper 30s in the forecast. Once you get down to areas by Prairie du Chien, 33 as you get into Black River Falls, 29 in Sparta, 33 for Trempealeau, La Crosse holding on to 34, and 36 once you get into areas by Eau Claire. Here's a look at the wind chills showing right now for this time slot. 34 degrees for Eau Claire, it feels like on your skin. 30 it feels like over in Trempealeau. 28 it feels like in La Crosse, and it feels like 27 degrees in Black River Falls as well as Sparta. Now let's get into this, how this all shapes up for you today. You're going to see calm conditions with dry conditions as well for now, with mostly cloudy skies in the forecast. Leaning into Eau Claire, though, the possibility of this still lingering now. The snow is gone. It was showing earlier for the 6 o'clock hour, but we're going to be seeing now mostly cloudy skies for the better part of the morning. We have the watches and warnings in play here, the freeze warnings in play. You can see frost advisory also, both of which till about 8 a.m. this morning. And of course, the possibility of this. We have a little bit of light snowfall that has been going on. Had a better view of it going around the 4:30 hour this early morning up by Menominee as well, going towards just shy of Eau Claire, but you still see it going towards Black River Falls, and then southeast out of the region it goes. Similar conditions for areas from Rochester all the way down towards Prairie du Chien, where it's been still west of the river, still working its way along there, and still bringing in some potential of light moisture in the forecast. Here's a look at there on the 4 o'clock hour. Is around, say, again, you can see that there continuing for Menominee all the way. Eau Claire is over here, and with a little bit of snowfall associated with that as well. Not much as was reported. They're showing at all, holding on to, again, decreasing clouds gradually as we go right into it here. You'll see this continue on for Eau Claire, but we'll get back into mostly cloudy skies to finish out your day. Holding on to the possibility of Eau Claire for the afternoon, though, 52 degrees for Eau Claire, mostly cloudy skies giving way to a little bit of extra sunshine, possibly by the time we get into the evening hours gradually, but surely La Crosse holding on to 54 degrees, low 50s throughout most of the morning into the, most of the afternoon, getting into the day with a 20% chance of showers. Holding on to temperatures, you can see widespread, 54 degrees down to 52 degrees, you get to Middle Ridge, so Mindoro to Middle Ridge, getting down to Shelby as well. Partly cloudy skies in the forecast, the most cloudy conditions there. You got some snowfall for Prairie du Chien now showing up, 55 degrees for you there. Holding on to the possibility of this as you go right into areas by Soldiers Grove, dry, but 54 degrees there. Holding on all the way up to La Crescent, you've got the possibility of, again, 54 degrees in your area. Holding on to how this all shapes up for La Crosse, 54 degrees for us here, mostly cloudy skies. You've got some snowfall up there by Whitehall, snowfall up by Osseo as well, mostly cloudy skies. Similar conditions for Alma Center as well, and even in Black River Falls, which was showing a little bit of snowfall, that has now receded. You're seeing that over in Warrens now, all the way into areas by Toma as well. So that is what's going to happen for the day, the possibility of that. Drier conditions for Eau Claire, despite having the possibility of snowfall kind of moving through the area. Not much is falling in their region. Holding on to how this all shapes up for tonight, it's going to get cold again. Another frost freeze will be in play, 29 to about 34 degrees in the forecast, leaning into the highs for your Saturday, looking at least widespread low to middle 60s. So we're starting to warm you up with a warming trend going all the way into Sunday and Monday, where temperatures will be in the low 70s. You'll see clearing skies once again, as I mentioned before, a wintry mix over to the northeast, and that continues on with drier skies going into the forecast to finish out for today. We'll see that go into the overnight hours with colder conditions in the morning, and as that happens, we'll see more clouds come back again. And with that, we have the possibility of more light showers trying to get back down to the region, crossing from Twin Cities back to Eau Claire as we go into Sunday morning. By the time we get into the 8 o'clock in the morning hour time slot, we can see more rain and snowfall, rainfall moving in the area. You'll see that continue on all the way through Sunday, and then once you get back into your Monday, you see more rainfall coming back in with a 40% chance of that happening for us. Then we get into how this all shapes up. 50s today, below seasonal average, above seasonal average, or at least near seasonal average by Saturday going into Sunday. Then we get right back into rainfall and storm activity for your Monday, holding on to about after 1 o'clock or so. And then we'll see again for Tuesday and Wednesday, possibility of drier conditions with a 20% chance of rain.
In our Buzz Report, a mysterious statue popped up overnight in the heart of London, and Banksy is claiming it. It appeared in Waterloo Place and has been drawing crowds ever since. The street artist says it's a commentary on blind patriotism. If you've ever wanted to step inside the Brady Bunch house, now's your chance. The iconic LA home opening for guided tours starting May 11th after recently receiving historic status. Tours run for a limited time with a portion of proceeds going to a local dog rescue. And now for the latest in music and movies, David Daniel has the scoop.
Olivia Rodrigo shouldn't be bored for long. The Grammy-winning singer-songwriter has announced a 65-date concert tour launching September 25th in Hartford, Connecticut, and spanning North America and Europe. The Unraveled tour is in support of her third studio album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. Concert tickets go on sale May 7th, and the album drops June 12th.
Do you believe in magic?
Honestly, since I first walked into your office, I believe in everything.
No fooling around at the office.
Never at the office.
If we got caught, it could destroy everything I built.
CEO Jennifer Lopez and lawyer Brett Goldstein risk it all in Office Romance. Can this workplace relationship flourish, especially when both people are workaholics? Netflix just released the first trailer for the rom-com, which debuts on the streamer June 5th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, George is 88. His friend says he is a hardworking guy and enjoys playing cards and cribbage with friends.
Happy birthday to you. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload the photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
On CBS Mornings, we've got a huge special edition of our show. We're thinking your whole family will want to see this. CBS Mornings presents Artemis II, Celebration of Heroes. All 4 Artemis astronauts are here live. We cannot wait. We're talking to them about their historic flight and what the future of space exploration holds. Plus, our studio will be filled with lucky students, lucky is a word, who will get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to talk with the astronauts face-to-face. They'll get to ask them all the questions they've been dying to ask. We've also got some special guests joining us. Apollo 13 director Ron Howard is here. Bill Nye, the science guy, he's coming too. Plus a few other surprises. We'll see you at 7 straight up.
Shopping for your next car or truck? Get more with Maury's. More transparency, more clarity, more trust, and more value with Maury's More Care program. Visit Maury'sAuto.com and get more with Maury's.
It's Hy-Vee's Protein Sale this Friday through Sunday. Get protein-packed savings on hundreds of items across the store, like Greek yogurt, just 99 cents. Hy-Vee cottage cheese, $1.88. Hy-Vee eggs, just 99 cents. Fresh ground beef, $3.99 for a 1-pound roll. Plus, save on Core Power, First 4 meat sticks, Protein Pints ice cream, pork chops, and more. This Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Zepbound? Watch this. When I'm not feeling stuck losing the pounds, only to gain them back again. Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off.
Watch this.
People taking it lost up to 48 pounds. In a study, people using Zepbound lost an average of 50 pounds compared to an average of 33 pounds with the Wegovy injection.
Watch this.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about Zepbound.
Watch this.
Get an 11% rebate on everything for your outdoor project at Menards. Shop the largest in-stock selection of AC2 pressure-treated lumber and thick decking. All easy to load into your vehicle in our drive-through lumber yard. Plus, get free estimates using our easy-to-use deck design program. Available in-store or on Menards.com. Get an 11% rebate on AC2 pressure-treated lumber and thick decking at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We know where lacrosse gets its name, but what is the sport's real history? Tonight at 6, the origins of lacrosse's namesake, its past, evolution, and traditions that continue to this day. Join us as we celebrate America 250. It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle.
The Josie Dykeman trial resumes at 9:30 this morning, and that's after it was unexpectedly halted yesterday. Now, Dykeman's attorneys say she'll be in court this morning. A.J. Pedrin's father, Derek, is expected to resume his testimony when court reconvenes. Pedrin was on the stand when proceedings were cut short. Dykeman faces multiple charges, including first-degree intentional homicide in the 2023 death of her boyfriend's 6-year-old son. A conviction carries a life sentence, and we will be streaming this on News 8+. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. One lane of Mormon Coulee Road is closed for repairs till Wednesday. Crews are restoring concrete and asphalt from the water main break that was temporarily patched over the winter. A La Crosse area man is dead after a head-on collision with a military convoy on Highway 27 near Cashton. Police say 82-year-old John Simpak's vehicle crossed the center line and struck the convoy Wednesday. 2 soldiers suffered non-life-threatening injuries. More than 200 La Crosse residents are demanding action after a teen was allegedly assaulted at Cameron Park. Police say a 47-year-old man inappropriately touched a 15-year-old at the park last week. Now a community petition is calling on the city leaders to deliver on their promise of a park safety plan.
We need to make sure that there's a culture of accountability, a culture of appropriate behavior, culture of respect and human dignity.
Having our parks suitable and up to par is a non-negotiable.
The petition calls for consistent enforcement of park rules, regular patrols, and other proactive safety measures. The mayor's office has not responded to requests for comment. Chippewa County residents be on the lookout for a scam email claiming to be from county officials. The message says your application has been approved and requests a wire transfer for a review fee. Officials remind you government agencies never ask for wire transfers. Report it to law enforcement if you receive it. Researchers in northern Minnesota got up close with a litter of wolf pups this week, collaring and measuring them as part of a 10-year study on wolf populations. The Fond du Lac Band is leading the research, tracking how wolf populations adapt and survive in areas heavily influenced by humans. Cute job for those researchers.
Oh, hello, don't eat me. Hey, we get into how this all shapes up. We get into your day today. We're looking at the possibility of, again, another frost freeze in the forecast till 8 a.m. this early morning. Temperatures currently right now just around, say, 25 to about 38 degrees. So, yeah, so that's going to continue all the way to the mid-morning hours. Holding on to this, though, we'll get into temperatures, and again, the 50s, middle 50s in the forecast with possibility of drier conditions, but we do have a 20% chance of showers. You see that for areas right by Prairie du Chien. And that, my friend, is snowfall possibilities there. It was also showing up areas right by, was up by Black River Falls, but once you get into it, you're seeing Black River Falls is dry, but Warrens as well as Toma has like snowfall in the forecast, leading into areas right by Eau Claire as well. Possibly that could happen for them. It happened to near Menominee, but over in areas right by Neilsville, the possibility of that happening as well. We'll get right back into it as we get into your day. Tonight, temperatures in the 20s and the 30s. We'll do it all over again with the frost freeze in the morning. Highs for tomorrow, though, warming up in the 60s, widespread. Leading into this, though, getting to your forecast, we do have a little bit of slight chances of rainfall, maybe 20% chance here and there, 40% chance on Monday after 1 p.m., and then we'll see that possibly again as we finish out into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
All right, and we've got a frost freeze advisory in this studio
pretty
as well.
Pretty much, my friend. Yeah.
Freezing
yes.
cold air just blowing on us for 2 hours. All right, thank you for waking up with us. We'll see you back here at noon.